But as we go into the next topic, Twins Guardians, 8 games in a row out of 11 that they played, 5 straight. They blew so many leads that I think they were point shaded. Like did Pete Rose step into is Pete Rose in this locker room now? My biggest takeaway is that you live to fight another day. They have another series coming up now they have to focus on. It's no more about the Guardians. You moved on from that ridiculous 8-game series that they just had out of 11 games. You live to fight another day. They still started out great, like Audra Martin said on the show. They started out great, so things like this don't hurt as much. I think they still have a 1-game lead, if not 2, but a 1-game lead. That's my takeaway from this. You live to fight another day. They have the bats. They got to find some consistent bullpen play where they're coming in and they know their job. They know where to target the ball. They're not putting it in the zone of the guy. Like they're paying attention to their scout report. Because I feel like that they're giving up way too many home runs at the end of the game. Like, and I don't know if that's lackadaisical, if that's putting the ball where it shouldn't be, not paying attention to who you're pitching against and where he needs the ball, based off what your pitching coach told you, which is not there anymore. But that's what I would say. That's kind of my thought process is just closing out games. Like clearly they know how to win and hit, but they got to figure out a way to close the games. What do you think, Reggie?
It's funny. Going back to your Lovie Smith comment, he probably didn't sound like that. It was more so like, I think you're gonna play tight end or something like that because he's got that country twang.
Did he have the beard at the time?
Did he have the beard?
Right?
I don't think he wasn't Santa Claus back in.
Then.
That was like 2005, so I don't think he had the beard back.
Yeah, he
in
wasn't
05.
Santa Claus yet. It's funny you mentioned Wes Johnson being gone. Man, he probably was running out of there yesterday. Like he was like, "Ooh, man, get me out of here! I'm headed down to Baton Rouge. This is gonna be good. I'm getting paid. I don't have to worry about these Twins bullpen pitchers." Like he's probably good, man. Like he was like, "I'm gone. I'm out of here." It's funny because like 2 straight days when these walk-offs happen, I just end up tweeting like LOL, because like it's just funny, man. Like how does this continue to happen? Like it's just almost comical. You're not laughing at the Twins per se, you're just kind of laughing at the situation and how they just keep finding themselves in that particular position. Rocco looked like he wanted to cry yesterday after that game, like, and I wouldn't blame him if he did. Like, you're doing everything you can. You're trusting the guys that you've been, blessed with, given. I don't know how you want to describe it, but you're trusting the guys that you have. He's still going to bat for guys like Emilio Pagan. And, all of his guys, Thornburg pitched like 70,000 pitches yesterday. And it was just like, all right, just send him out there again. See if he can get 3 more outs. That's fine. And it was like, you knew it was coming. Like you could feel all the energy just kind of like pushing up towards another walk-off. And then when it happened, and he kind of pimped it too. And then like the disrespect running home. And he's like, I'm going to sleep. It's time to go night-night for you guys. I was looking at the broadcast. Gio Urshela was like, come on, y'all, let's go. Get out of here. Like even the announcer yesterday was just like, we cannot wait to get out of Cleveland. Like if they don't play them for another 2-3 months, I think they'd be happy. Because like there was a stat yesterday that ESPN tweeted out, and it was just like 4 games in the last 10 days. They were trailing by 8. Trailing after the 8th inning or later, and they ended up coming back and winning those games. Like, that's demoralizing. But something I mentioned to Luke yesterday, the Twins are good at the Ted Lasso effect. Be a goldfish. Because usually they'll have these gut-wrenching games like this, and then the next series or the next game happens, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're good. Like, they may win 6-0 tonight, and you're just like, dang, was this the same team that this just happened yesterday? Like, nothing really makes sense with them sometimes, but like I think you've seen that they have enough talent to win a lot of these games. They need some help in the bullpen because they need to figure out how to close out better, because all these leads, like, Carlos Correa giving them leads this week in late inning situations, and they can't hold on to the lead. Like after a while, like I'm sure some of the hitters are just like, come on, man, what more do we have to do? Because they can't just keep trying to win these games by 5, 6, 7 runs. Like it's just not sustainable.
Yeah, you're certainly encouraged by clutch hitting, good starting pitching.
Yeah.
And the bull, and we can go on and on about the bullpen. The bullpen is in shambles. And when you play these high leverage extra inning games, occasionally you're going to wear out that bullpen. Then you get even shallower, and then you've got Tyler Thornburg pitching in the 8th and 9th inning, like 50 pitches. Like they completely, pitched him into dust. Guys, is this the year of the blown lead in Minnesota sports? Because I'm getting some serious Vikings vibes.
Oh no,
I'm getting
don't do
some
this.
serious
Don't
Timberwolves
do this.
Grizzlies vibes. I'm getting wild Game 5 vibes.
Oh my gosh.
Every team.
Nope. This was last year.
Typified
last year the Vikings blew leads. So let's be straight. Last year the Vikings blew a bunch of leads.
Okay.
They should have won those games. This is this is the continuance. So the Vikings start off the sports year. Football is the start of the sports year because football starts it. So fall sports are the beginning of all school sports, college sports, everything. So fall is the year. So we are still dealing with last year's blown leads storylines, which you're right. The Vikings blew a bunch of leads late in games, and we thought they should have won. The Timberwolves blew some leads, and now the Twins are doing it, and the Wild. So that's last year's. This year is a new start to a season.